Hi friends and fellow intuitive academics, my name is Shelly and I'm an educator healer, and on this channel I draw from my intuition and my lived experience as a PhD to offer you guidance on your life path and your academic journey if you're on one. And today I was thinking I wanted to do a reading and I wasn't sure what direction to take this. I looked at this new deck I have, the Creative Consciousness Healing deck, and I suddenly felt the message to do a reading on a message from your heart. So I have 3 stones laid out here, all in green, the color of the heart chakra. You might already be drawn to one of them, and you can, if you want to, skip ahead already to your reading. So this is reading 1 with this speckled pale green stone. This is reading 2 with a circular green stone with the heart chakra symbol on it. And then this is reading 3 with, I want to say like a prism moss agate. I always forget the name of this shape. It has a certain star shape, which might be attracting you. So if you know, you can go ahead. If not yet, then I'm going to draw the significator card for each reading now. So for reading 1, you're getting here forgiveness, number 34. For reading 2, you're getting pink honeymoon, number 18. And for reading 3, you're getting breathe, number 5. So feel free to pause the video and reflect on what's drawing you, the imagery, the numbers, the words. One will be drawing you more than the other, possibly 2 or more. Sometimes all 3. That just means you have messages coming in different angles for each. So just follow your intuition on that, and I'll see you in your reading or readings ahead. Hi, reading 1. So you were drawn to this little speckled green, light green with speckled with dark green. I almost said egg. It's a stone, but it kind of looks like a little egg, like a robin's egg to me, especially with this card, which looks like a nest. So there's something kind of nurturing and protective coming through in your message from your heart. And then you were also drawn to this forgiveness card. And it says forgiveness, forgiving yourself at a cellular level, number 34. And I'm really drawn to all the eyes on the figure's shirt. Something there about like having a realization inwardly about something with that, some kind of pain you've been causing yourself, some kind of way you've been treating yourself that you can heal, that you can dissolve. I'm feeling with all these speckles, and just kind of like let go into the wind. Something I want to say timeless, something that has traveled with you through time. Yeah. So not just this lifetime, but has traveled with you through others. And it's almost like it keeps getting replanted in each lifetime. But forgiveness of yourself is the thing that will kind of stop that cycle. So I want to bring in the guidebook and just read some of it, because there's like different sections here. So there's like key concepts, and then a little description, a creative visualization, a journal prompt. I'm just going to read the top part, and then at the end, if this really resonates with you, at the end of the reading, I'll come back and read the rest, or let you like kind of screenshot it, because there's practical things you can do, like a creative visualization and a journal prompt. Yeah, so this reading is a message from your heart, and it's definitely going to be centered on healing, something that can heal, and your heart knows exactly what it is, even if it's not in your consciousness yet. So your forgiveness card says self-love, inner child healing, generational trauma healing. Forgiving ourselves at a deep level can have a ripple effect on our lives. Truly recognizing that we are doing the very best with what we have at any moment is the message of this card. If there is a pattern, event, addiction, or behavior that you feel shame or anger at yourself about, allow the messages in these cards to come to you and absorb into your being in this and every lifetime. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I didn't read all of that yet before I did the intuitive read, so that's definitely coming in as every lifetime, but then also through the generations of your own life, of your own not just family generations, but your social life too. So the societies that you have lived in or belong in, there's some kind of healing it's all kind of woven together somehow here. But you carry kind of like a small seed of that pain that can be healed, and all you have to do is heal that small seed within you. And I'm getting the message that it's not like, it looks like big work, and it is big work, but within you and within everyone who does this work within themselves, it's small work, it's manageable work. And it's kind of just like turning your eyes, turning your awareness to the work within, that will already kickstart the work on its own. It's just like holding space for that seed of pain, holding recognition for it, is all it's been waiting for to dissolve and be released. Yeah, interesting. I want to get some more clarity on what all that actually means. So let's bring in our tarot cards. So we're going to get a question in. So what is the continuing message from reading one's heart for how they can heal at a cellular level with forgiveness? That continuing message being possibly where to locate that pain and how to approach healing that pain. Maybe practical advice on how to do it too. So you're getting Ace of Vessels reverse. This is Ace of Cups in reverse. 10 of Stones in reverse, and that's 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Emperor, number 4. So it's funny that this was mentioned as an inner child generational trauma wound, and you have the Emperor, which is kind of recognized as the the father, the spirit of the father figure card. So I'm seeing already that there's in the area of your your home, your family life, your upbringing, kind of your first introductions to love were kind of fraught, kind of complicated, painful, and difficult. And this is kind of strung together through the generations by the father figures in your family, your ancestry line. I say through the generations because you have the 10 of Pentacles, which represents inheritance and generational wealth. Kind of like that bigger span of what what your foundational belonging in society looks like, and it's in reverse. So there's definitely some healing that can happen in that father line or masculinity sort of presence, belonging in your family dynamics. I get the sense that this is in the past already because of the forgiveness card, and it's something more psychologically and emotionally and maybe somatically that you're carrying with you in your body, mind, and soul. The actual kind of event, the actual relationships, you might have already drawn your boundaries around them and or removed yourself from the situation. But where the forgiveness can help, and forgiveness particularly of yourself, that's interesting because it looks like to me, like from an outside perspective, like there's nothing to forgive for yourself. Like it was not your fault. It looks to me the forgiveness has to come from you to the family line and to the father figure in particular. But there's some sort of forgiveness. How do I explain that? It's almost like you're holding yourself captive, it feels like, in this web that was woven by the generations before you. Somehow you're still tethering yourself to it, and you're assuming responsibility for it somehow. And that's the message from your heart. That's the thing that can be healed, and you can forgive yourself for your connection to that web of sadness, the web of pain that will dissolve that connection in a loving way, in which you'll still feel whole. You'll still be you. I feel like that's the thing that's tethering you to that web, is that you don't know, you're afraid of not being anyone outside of this structure, this family or societal foundation of what tells you where you belong. But you will. That's the message from your heart. You will. This doesn't define you. This is only an aspect of your history. Yeah, and I didn't talk yet about the Ace of Vessels in reverse. This spoke to me about having that root of knowing what love is and expressing love in the world has kind of like a history as much as you do in this web. Let me get a message for it. That's kind of coming in as the opportunity here in the healing. The thing that wants to be untangled from the web and released from within your heart. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, so the next message I'm going to pull is for how to go about doing that. The horse and bluebell, modest fortitude. Number 49. Oh, wait, I have to look up that number. Yeah, this is number 49, so that might be significant. That's why I name the numbers when I see them. If you haven't yet drawn your boundaries around this situation, this is what this card is bringing up. Having that fortitude to just modestly kind of, keep going your path, keep going your way. You have great strength and you're built to do this, to walk this path away from that painful dynamic. Yeah, it's like the message is that you have the innate strength and abilities to free yourself from the situation and to heal yourself by walking the path, by just treading the ground, going the distance, wherever you need to go. Wherever you feel you need to go, that's the right direction that I'm feeling for this. Yeah, I get a sense of like feeling lost while you're on it, but you're on a visible path, but you still feel lost. It's okay to feel lost. It's like you naturally are being led, or you know how to go down the path and you're doing it. So even if you feel lost, you're in the right place. Medicine bag, gather, number 24. For this, I'm feeling the message of, don't discount the happy memories, the happy aspects of this dynamic. You can keep mementos of those. Those also make up who the experiences you have. It's okay to treasure those. That's part of your kind of advice for forgiveness from your message from your heart. It doesn't have to be all discarded. Those joys, those instances of happiness, those memories, and those mementos still mean something. They don't have to not mean something because of the way you are kind of framing the whole situation now. It's complex, it's a mix, and it's up to you it's your choice how to build the narrative of what remains in both the happy and the sad memories. It's your choice how you curate that collection for yourself. Don't fear change, embrace it, and grow. Number 34, again, with the forgiveness card is 34. So that's definitely a significant card for you. You may be turning 34 or age 34, or someone significant in your life is 34, or 34 may just show up. And I'm noticing there's so many fours with the emperors, the first four, and then you have the four. You have four in all of these, in 49, 24, 34, 34. So 4, it speaks to stability and foundations, and that's really what you're rebuilding for yourself now. It's almost like you're on this journey, whether you identify with the masculine energies predominantly or not. The idea is that we have like masculine, feminine within us always. And so there's a message here about you kind of rewriting what the masculine energy should look like in your life and within you. How you kind of, if you identify, say, more as feminine, this would mean nurturing and allowing the more masculine aspects of you to grow, like maybe being assertive or stating your opinion or pursuing occupations that you might feel excluded from. Those things might have been like wounded from your past experience, and that would be the thing to heal. It could also be masculine associations in your life. So who you choose to associate with, who kind of exerts that masculine energy. You're starting to curate how that looks in your life. You're making a lot of changes. You're breaking cycles, and that takes a lot of creativity. That's why it feels like you're walking and on a path, but you feel lost. You are on a path, but it's hard to identify it as a path sometimes because it looks it's new, it's unfamiliar. So there's a lot of trust with your guides that goes into that. But even if you're feeling fear on that path as the landscape is changing, you can choose, as it says here, to embrace it for your growth, because that's ultimately what it's leading you towards. It's not leading you towards doom, it's leading you towards growth. And always remember, you're walking away from something negative and hurtful and towards something new and beautiful, because again, this was answering how to access that Ace of Cups, that new sense, rebuild that sense of what love looks like in your life. And there's a lot of emphasis on relating to masculine energies to do that. So I'm coming back here to forgiving yourself at a cellular level. Forgiving yourself maybe also for the choices you made later after this situation, the choices that that maybe were influenced by this past. There's no perfect, I want to say. There's no perfect, and what you did was absolutely fine. I get the feeling of you kind of like revisiting the past and asking if you made different choices, would this happen or would that? And that's kind of the thing that's keeping you in the web. Because that act of revisiting the past and asking if you had done different things, would things turn out differently, that's in a way putting blame on yourself and like taking responsibility for things that happened to you. So there's one pattern that's being pointed out there that you can maybe start with to help heal and forgive yourself. Being drawn to at a cellular level. So like these could be things that are also maybe you were unaware of, like automatic reactions that you had that you were unaware of until recently. Those are the things where you couldn't have known any different, and finding ways to forgive yourself and still feel love for yourself, compassion really for yourself for that past is what's coming in here. Yeah, I wasn't planning to use this deck, but I just looked up and it has a heart on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you one more message here. Oh, I think you got both of these. So you have observant octopus, complexity, multitasking, ingenuity, shape-shifting guardian of the sea, grant me the power of transformation. And wondrous whale, introspection, depth, transcendence, ancient song and soul of the sea, awaken the cosmic awareness within. And you have that awakening message, like with the eyes here again. Yeah, so I get transformation and metamorphosis with both of these messages. This one's a little bit more earth-based, and this one's a little bit more like soul, spirit-based. So this speaks to the generational shifts that are happening. So you are being guided by ancestor spirits on this journey you're on to kind of, well, it says awaken the awareness. I think of the awareness of the bigger picture of what happened in your early life here and how it fits into kind of like the more generational and universal story of what is happening, what healing needs to go on, and your role within that, again, with starting with your one small seed of pain to heal. And then this is kind of more the like practical earthbound advice for how to go about doing that. I did say the word complex or complicated several times, so like that's speaking to the complexity of the situation. Like I said, it's not one or the other things. There's a mixture of good and bad, and it's up to you to like kind of like weave that complex narrative for yourself, however serves you best going forward as you change and you grow. And also, I think I said here that it takes some creativity for you because you're breaking cycles and you're walking this new path. And there's it's not like a daunting task. Like I said, you were built for this. You have the skills to do this, and whatever creative ideas you have for reshaping your relationships to masculine energies, for dissolving the connection to this web of pain that you were brought up into, that will work. That's the thing that you should be doing. Yeah, and say a year from now, when you're a year from now down this path, life is going to look so different. You're going to have your Ace of Cups, which is, again, your sense of how to love and connect to yourself as well as others in the world. Your definition of that is going to be more full, there's going to be more wisdom there. It's like you learn from others how they love in the world, and you add it to your dictionary, and then that becomes like a patchwork full definition for you of what love is and how you personally love in the world. And so you're going to definitely learn from others on this journey that you're on. It's like you're on a journey to rewrite the story of how you and your future generations, your descendants, will love in the world, will connect with others in the world. You're breaking the cycle, you're rewriting the story. Yeah, and that's your complete message from your heart. And I am wishing you so much love on your journey, hoping you continue to work with love as well. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes. Thank you always for sharing your energy on this channel so I can read. And if you're drawn to another card in the pick a card section, I'll see you in that reading. And if not, I'll see you next time. I almost forgot to, if you still wanted to hear the practical activities you can do for forgiving yourself at a cellular level, I'll spend a moment reading that to you here. So creative visualization. Close your eyes and imagine that you are holding a sweet, tender baby. It's wrapped in the softest blanket and is lit from within. You know that this baby is you, and you hold the baby so tenderly and fill them with the softest, most loving light. You feel the light fill you up. You see it fill the baby up as well, knowing that your higher guidance sees you as this baby, the most tender, loving little creature worthy of love and acceptance in each moment. Feel the beam of light filling you up in your cells through this and every lifetime. And your journal prompt is, try journaling with a part of yourself that you struggle with the most. Maybe it's a version of yourself in the past that made poor choices, or a current version that has an addiction or a repeated pattern that brings feelings of shame. Whatever it is, feel into your body. Where do you feel this part in your body? Give all of your attention to this part. Ask what it needs from you in this moment. Ask if it has any messages for you. Allow it to express itself freely. When it has done that, ask what this part is protecting. Listen to what is revealed and offer tenderness to your sweet young self. So I hope you have some time to try those out. That sounded beautiful, and take care. Hi, reading 2. So you were drawn to the heart chakra emblem with this green circular crystal. And so the heart chakra is all about the energy, the energetic connection to the universe energies through the heart center. And so when in energetic healing, when people talk about heart chakra, they're often talking about its blockages or its flow. So if there's something like, you might say, an underactive heart chakra or overactive heart chakra, it's talking about the level of activity and flow and connection to energy source that is happening through the heart chakra and also through the other chakras in the body. So it's really like your source of energetic connection. So that's coming in as the focus of your message from your heart is to do with the chakra energy around the heart. And then you're also drawn to the pink honeymoon card, soothing hurt and inflammation, number 18. So I'm getting a message here about the mind-body connection. Something to do directly with what you're consuming and the inflammation that it might be generating in your body, in your digestive system. And that somehow being connected or maybe triggering some sort of emotional or mental hurt as well. So there's an intricate connection happening there. Pink honeymoon. I'm getting something there about opening. This almost looks like to me the crown chakra because we're speaking to the heart. So the open eye is actually on the heart chakra here. And then the crown chakra looks like it's actively connecting to energy. So I see this as a message that there's some higher guidance and energy you can connect to through your crown to help heal your heart chakra energy or the heart space, and to specifically to illuminate the realities or what's actually going on, the bigger picture of a problem, specifically a health problem with inflammation that you've been having. So we're actually going to read the description from the book as well. So the book has a short description. We'll read that first. And then at the end, if this really resonates with you, I'll read the creative visualization and the journal prompts so you can do those as well. So the key concepts here are soothing, cooling, loving, accepting, healing inflammation, deep healing. And it says whether you have a chronic issue with inflammation in your body or notice it occasionally after eating certain foods or exercising, this card comes to you with a message of ease, healing, and cooling. Even our minds can feel inflamed at times. Repetitive or obsessive thinking can make our brains feel overheated and in need of cooling and rest. Bringing our awareness to the parts of ourselves that need soothing is a loving act that we can do anywhere, anytime. This card comes to you with the message that you deserve to rest and rejuvenate. Honey has healing properties. Oh, that's where honey comes in. Oh, watch out, baby. Honey has healing properties and has been used for centuries to heal injuries and inflammation. Allow the healing power of the pink honeymoon to soothe your hurts. I'm gonna quickly look up if there is a pink honeymoon, or I know there's a pink moon. That might talk to timing. So I didn't find a pink honeymoon, but there is a pink moon which happens in April, towards the end of April every year. And so the pink honeymoon that happened this April is April 23rd in 2024. So there might have been something significant that started or really kind of came to a point then that your heart wants to remind you of that being a significant source of what this message is about. It also could be an aim for the next pink moon in next April 2025, or whenever the next pink moon, whenever you're watching this, as a key time that healing this inflammation and improving your health can really start to take off or take form or hit some kind of milestone there. So the pink moon happening in April, the full moon, is a key time for you. Okay, so let me get a message for you. What's our message from the heart for reading to what can they be guided toward in the inflammation, as it's connected to the hurt and the heart chakra space here. Okay, so we're breaking here. 6 of Blades in reverse. Page of Stones in reverse. 2 of Sticks in reverse. So there's a message coming through here, first of all, about being stuck in a situation, not being able to remove yourself from a certain situation, and that is affecting your health in some way. It could be something about, say we go with food, right, and that causing inflammation. Maybe you eat in a gathering, like say with family, and you always eat the same thing, and it's hard for you to kind of shift that into eating a different sort of food to help with the inflammation, just because of the practicalities of everything. And so it's kind of difficult to remove yourself from that situation. And so here is where the health advice is coming with the Page of Stones. I'm seeing this as making a plan for your health that has gotten stalled, or knowing what to do, but specifically receiving the right information of your health, about your health, which has not happened. It could be a situation where you just need to go to a doctor and receive the message of what's really happening. It could be like a food allergy or something that like kind of barely goes detected and might be kind of hard to sift out. But the pages are typically messengers. And I also see them as like starting a new direction towards knowledge. So this has been blocked in some way, or it hasn't gotten started yet. And then with the two of sticks in reverse, especially in this one, you see they're like navigating. There's a fork in the road. I see this as your vision is also being blocked, and the vision of where to go forward and build toward your health is not clear to you either. So there's a lot of blocks here. It could be that this message from your heart is trying to get your attention that there is a problem in the first place, because I'm kind of seeing that that possibly for some people you're not recognizing this as a problem. So it could be a situation where, like, for many years I didn't know I was allergic to dairy, or I have a sensitivity. So there's allergies and then there's food sensitivities. I had to learn the difference. And so I have food sensitivities to certain foods, but I was like also in this energy space before of not understanding that a food sensitivity can still affect your health. Not in the same ways as an allergy. An allergy is a little bit more acute, but food sensitivities can cause like brain fog, and they can cause digestive issues, inflammation that kind of travels throughout the circulation and in your body. And so I also had to kind of become aware of this. So I really feel like that's what's happening with your message here, is just kind of like shining a spotlight on maybe you've been experiencing some symptoms with unknown sources, like being lethargic, having brain fog, or feeling kind of unmotivated, and you're reading your heart from your message from your heart is pointing you to some kind of inflammation in your body. And it might be in starting with the food that you eat and the digestive system, but definitely the first place to go would be asking a professional for guidance, and getting that message of health from someone who can help direct you in that way, a doctor. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to bring in some oracle cards now to see what the message is with going forward, and especially as it connects with the emotional and the spiritual healing, because there was that connection going on there, right, with the heart chakra. So let's start with this healing card. Speak your truth with passion, number 45, and there is the throat chakra illuminated there. It could be a situation here where you're kind of just bearing your situation, bearing the pain of your physical situation, and kind of dismissing it and attending to other people's needs. This card is telling you to speak up for yourself and make your needs known as well. They will kind of accumulate and amount to bigger problems, bigger issues in the future, and you're just as deserving of help as anyone else in your life. So this is really encouraging you. Another chakra that's so interesting, to connect the crown, heart, and throat chakras in coordination to work together to assist your physical health. Okay, I'm going to take the top one of this. Wolf, protection, 28. Yeah, your heart is encouraging you to protect yourself, protect your own health. Speak up for yourself for your own protection in this situation that you can't really remove yourself from. If you can't remove yourself from the situation, your advice coming in is then to stand up for your own protection and for your needs. The Ram and Dahlia determination, number 50. Just above me, one of my cards fell on its own. I haven't touched that since like hours ago, so I'm going to take that card for you in a bit. But first, let me read this. Yeah, I think you're going to have to stand up for yourself time and again to get your needs attended to. I had a thought earlier and I didn't say it, but it's kind of coming through as relevant now. I had the thought here that you might have to really advocate for your own health and your issues, even to medical professionals. Say it's that situation where like it's a food sensitivity. Sometimes it depends on the doctor, but they might not always like take it as seriously if it's not a strict allergy. So you might want to be determined to connect with the right doctor who is sympathetic and understanding to your situation and doesn't dismiss it. Yeah, there's something here about you really needed to be vocal about your truth. There's something significant here about you needing to stand up for your truth in a determined way to protect yourself. Yeah. So it could even be amongst medical professionals. Just so that you get to the point where you connect with the right person who's going to understand and stand up with you. So you're getting here, humble honeybee. I love this because you have here the honey moon, right? Work ethic, camaraderie, drive, golden gem adorning flowers give me strength to realize my dream. I see this as you finding the right professional to work with or a supportive network, or it speaks to me about connecting with a community that have similar issues, similar symptoms to you, and under like learning what they went through and how they attempted to resolve their issue for hints for how you could do the same. Brave bat, perception, change, flexibility. Sacred messenger of the night, grant me courage to face the dark inside. Interesting. Yeah, so this issue, this is giving me the message that some people are afraid to confront it, to go to the doctor in the first place because you're afraid of bad news, that it might be worse than it is. Ooh. Okay. This is very creepy. I forgot that the cards fell earlier and I was gonna pick it up for you. Some more cards just fell, so I'm gonna take that right now because that feels important, right? As I said, it's not going to be as bad as it seems. And I haven't seen what the card is, but let's see what it says. You are worth taking care of. Oh my god, I love that. My heart is exploding right now. This is like the message that was hovering over everything I was saying, that you are also worth taking care of in addition to whoever else you're taking care of. I feel like you are channeling that protective energy into others. But you are worth taking care of too. If you needed to hear that, your heart is very determined in sending you that message and scaring me a little bit. No, I'm totally used to it. But that's beautiful. Thank you to your heart for bringing that in. Yeah, I'm feeling that your fear is holding you back from taking care of yourself. And I think that I can reassure you that this is not going to be as bad as you fear it to be. There's some sort of wounding from the past that's informing this. Possibly a family member in the past had an illness that there was some kind of scar it left in your experience and left some fear there. It could be that you had an illness before and you're afraid to face this medical issue here. Your heart is asking you to summon your bravery and take care of yourself. Yeah. So that is your complete message, and I am wishing you so much love on that journey, hoping you continue to work with love as well. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes, and thank you always for sharing your energy for me to read on this channel. If you're drawn to another card in the pick a card section, I will see you there, and if not, I'll see you next time. I forgot that for people who are interested, if you're still here and you want to practice the prompts here, your creative visualization is this. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing under a pink moon. Feel into your body. What part of your body could use some soothing today? Put all of your attention there. Watch as the pink honeymoon begins to pour out thick pink healing manuka honey. It pours in through the top of your head. Feel as it covers every part of your body from the inside. It moves slowly, getting into every crevice of your brain and into every joint and muscle. Allow it to go to the place in your body that needs it the most. Feel as it soaks into that part, soothing you instantly and healing at a cellular level. Stay with this imagery for as long as you'd like, feeling it heal you deeply. And then the journal prompt is, try journaling with the part of your body that needs soothing right now. What messages does this part have for you? How can you best soothe and heal this part? Yeah, that's so funny. So maybe since this is a message from your heart, if you're not sure where to start, maybe your heart is calling you to start there. So wishing you the best with that. Hi, reading 3. So you were drawn to the, I'll start with the stone, the moss agate stone, which is associated with healing, vibrancy, and health. And I'm forgetting the shape, starts with a P, but this sort of star-shaped stone, which I associate mostly with connecting to universal energies in a more outwardly complex way. And so these two messages are already coming in: healing paired with universal connection to universal energies, like higher energies, higher guidance is already coming through. In relation to the card that you chose, breathe, healing with your breath. So I love that healing came out with both the stone and the moss agate stone. And this card, I'm also just remembering that moss agate is associated with Virgo, and I'm recording this during the Virgo season, so that might be significant personally to you if you have associations with Virgo energy, but also significant to everyone in the timing of the recording of this reading. Virgo being really focused on systems of health, how the body particularly functions, and maintaining that health in a regular way. And so you're getting the advice to kind of, it looks like this figure is meditating, and I'm drawn to the upside down heart on her shirt. I'm not sure what that would mean. For me, it reminds me of a reflective image. So reflecting onto your own heart. Oh yeah, so I'm recording your message several days after I first recorded the introduction. I'm just now remembering the reading is for a message from your heart. So the message from your heart is going to be a reflection of some sort of your inner world, your psyche, and something that's going on between the two. And so breathing exercises is already coming in strongly as something that your heart would benefit from, possibly regulating the speed of your heart's beating, or the flow or the influx of hormones that runs through your body. Something to do with regulating. Regulation is coming in through pretty strongly here. Regulation, and then with the Virgo energy, the health routine of that regulation. So this is a holistic sort of approach to your health, coming in with your message from your heart, particularly slowing things down with your breath. And the breath being incredibly healing to your heart, and in the sense that your heart is the base for the rest of your body. Yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm going to start with the overall description of the card, and then if this really resonates with you, you can stay on at the end. I'll read the creative visualization and the journal prompt, because these give you practical things you can do afterwards. So the key concepts here are deep breathing, connection, body connection, breath work. I love that connection came up here, because that's what I was feeling here with the energetic connection to those more universal energies. Something about breathing and slowing things down is going to help you connect to energies beyond yourself and receive guidance and work in harmony with the more universal energies at play. It says, it's easy to get in a stress pattern where we are not breathing deeply. Doing breathing exercises alone or in a group can help your body, mind, and spirit connection. It can bring you into the present moment and connect you back with your emotional body. If you are in a place of feeling disconnected from your life or body, this card comes to you with the gentle encouragement to connect with your breath. When I read the phrase emotional body, it reminded me of the phrase pain body, which you might be interested in learning more about. That comes from Eckhart Tolle writings. And so he's like a famous spiritual teacher and writer. So you might want to look up, like his most famous book is The Power of Now. And kind of he really works with conceptualizing and like working to heal the ego, in the sense that the ego is a like protective aspect that kind of puts you and your body into a state of protection, but sometimes to the detriment of greater love and connection beyond that moment of threat. So that might be a key recommendation for some people. If that resonates with you, the phrase is the pain body and caring for that pain body. So we're going to get more guidance from your heart. Still not used to shuffling these. There you go. Gotta catch a rhythm sometimes. Some more messages from your heart, some guidance on recommendations to take forward with the starting message that was coming through. Okay, this one tried to linger and got kind of caught in the middle. So I'm going to put it to the side, and it's the Magician card. Let me show you that. And then you also have the King of Vessels reverse, Death card, and Seven of Sticks. So I see why the recommendation is coming in for you to focus on breath work, and it's because of the King of Cups in reverse. If you can see the image, this is kind of depicting somebody navigating very rough waters, deftly being able to go with the flows. That's generally what the King of Cups represents, being able to understand how emotional connections flow, and using that knowledge to get somewhere to their advantage, not necessarily like resisting or avoiding or trying to overpower the flows of emotions. And so in reverse, that's kind of what's happening, is you're resisting in some way, or you're maybe suppressing, neglecting emotions, generally not understanding them or running away from them. Breathing is going to help you embrace that sense of flow It's going to kind of tutor you towards understanding more generally other flows in your life, like the flow of your emotions. And so this is the message from your heart, is that you're kind of in this space where you're being pummeled by the waves of emotions that probably were suppressed and are popping up and you don't really know what to do with, or all emotions you don't have a language to understand and embrace and process. The processing is getting stuck. Yeah, there's some kind of emotions that are not being processed, and like this card mentioned, it could be building into stress that percolates to other areas of your life. So this is the thing that can be healed. And I'm forecasting ahead a bit, but the purpose to healing that is to start on a certain direction, a very important path that you've been wanting to or meaning to for a while. And I'm kind of struck by the contrast. It's almost like she's downriver from this King of Cups navigating the waterfall part of that river, right? And so it's like you can only move forward once the waters are calmer, once you've hit another point in the river, that you can cross it safely and start on that journey. Um, I'm just being drawn to the hibiscus flower here. If that's significant to anyone, hibiscus speaks to me. It's very like personal to me, of kind of like really ancient earth energies, possibly like nature spirit energies that have been around for a long time. There's some kind of calling that is like, I want to say the word perennial to your soul, something that you've been working on life after life for a while, calling you back now, and you're ready to start this journey. It just takes a little bit of attending to the physical and emotional side of your life right now to open up space, like I said here with the universal connection. This is the whole point, to open up that space to starting this path. Yeah. So with the death card, that's your major transformation that's happening here, a rebirth. So generally, death card signifies letting go of things that don't no longer serve you. They had their time and place, but you are at a point of transition, and you're not going to need everything going forward as you did in the past. So say, for example, like you've been trekking through the desert, and you've needed to like carry a lot of water with you because it's a desert. That makes sense. But now you've reached the oasis. There's water there, and it's there year round. So it doesn't make sense to carry the water packs with you anymore. It's like that. You're in a different terrain now. You're reaching a transition towards this new calling, and it requires different tools to go forward. So like we talked about here, those tools are not necessarily suppressing the emotions to get through the situation anymore. Now the tools are processing the emotions to be able to navigate the particular flows and be all the more stronger for it. It's really a power that you're coming into, right? This is like a skill that not everyone has, being intuitively being able to see what's coming and prepare for the type of water shift that's coming ahead of you. This is a power that you're stepping into, rather than just bearing it and getting pummeled by the waves, which was your power before. It's not that situation anymore. Now you have the canoe, you have the skill, you can navigate the waters to get to your particular calling point. So that's really what that transition is all about for you here. And here with the Seven of Sticks, it's so funny. The first thing is that it spoke to me of like bushcrafting videos on YouTube. Yeah, so my partner is very into that, so I end up watching a lot. And actually, this happened a lot during the pandemic, where there's a lot of extra stress floating around, right? A lot of uncertainty. And we're nature people, and we couldn't get out into nature very much. And so we would watch these bushcrafting videos, and it would have almost the same effect on both of us, that we felt that we were in nature. We felt a lot calmer just leaving them on and for hours. And so that direct advice is coming into you to create that kind of ambiance around you in some way that gives you this sort of peaceful bubble. It gives you a sort of safe space so that you can breathe. I think that you are really needing to expand this energetic, but also it could be like curating a physical space of visual and auditory and maybe scent, the senses, engaging the senses to of things, surrounding yourself with things that inspire but also calm you. That's direct advice coming in from your heart. Your heart really wants you to slow down. Slow down, because the rest of your body will mirror that. Yeah. Once you say, your body mirrors the other parts of your body. So if you slow down the breath, the heart will slow down and the mind will slow down. Yeah, that's what the mirror message is coming in. I love that. Seven of Sticks, I'm gonna try to see if there's something else here, because I didn't use the classic interpretation yet. So the Seven of Sticks is about defending your ground, defending something that you've built for yourself, so defending a perspective or opinion. And it's drawing me also to the Seven of Pentacles, which is about very patiently built, crafting or growing something in your life, and it's also a Virgo card that came up again with Virgo, about taking this step by step and protecting your process. And then now I see the connection. It's the protection is that bubble that came up here as well, creating that ambiance with the Seven of Sticks, creating your little safe haven. That's direct advice for you. Seven of Sticks. Yeah, and just hang in there, persevere, and protect your time, protect your process. And pretty soon it'll become natural to you. It'll become part of this transition going forward, your new way of life, walking into your calling, your next step. So I feel like this card is being called into focus next. And so we're going to get your oracle cards to see what that's speaking to. Actually, I feel like this calls for a little bit of a different card. So I'm going to bring in one of these cards. I'm totally blanking. Oh, it's the Starseed Oracle Guidebook. Oh, Starseed Oracle deck. So I feel like we need to pull one of these for this card here, your path ahead. Oh, you have a tarot card that kind of came through here. So I'm going to take it too. You have a new opportunity associated with this calling, and so that's what your heart is preparing you for, that new opportunity coming your way. And I want to see what the connection to your soul path here for you. Okay. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. Oh, that's so beautiful. That is wonderful. I mean, it connects directly with the breath card for me. Seed the light by staying grounded. So breathing is going to help you, breath work is going to help you stay grounded for your more cosmic or soul purpose, to ground the light into earth. So it's not only going to help you personally, but it's going to help in your calling, which is taking this connection to the universal connection to energy or light, and bringing it into earth, grounding it, kind of like seeding it into earth, like that energy of the Seven of Pentacles I was feeling here. That's the work you're doing. So yeah, this helps you and your work and everyone who's affected by your work as well. That's making sense. So let's get a healing card as well. So you have, it's time to move forward. I cannot believe you have another image like the breathing card, and it feels like the grounding the energy into earth again, and it's another number 5. So number 5s, if you see them repeating or if they pop up somehow, are going to be really important to you. Also, maybe something that has been in process for the past 5 years is significant coming into fruition now. It's time to move forward. Like we said, leaving the things that don't serve you in the past because you're transitioning, and you have your heart chakra space illuminated here. This is just wrapping everything up so nicely. I want to read the description of this for you. So this is the Healing Spirits deck. When your thoughts have been stuck on the same thing for too long, it is time to move on to other things. No matter how dark and heavy the clouds of emotion that have built up in your mind, remember that above them is a light waiting to shine through. It is time to direct your thoughts to the power of the spirit healers and helpers who are ready to help you, and ask to be shown a way out of despair. Ask this once a day until you feel the weight of the emotions lifting. Oh, there you go. The emotions, the weight of the emotions lifting, and the healing light raising your mind to better things again. So that mind-body connection with the breath work, but also asking for guidance from your spirit guides, possibly through meditative breath work. Truly beautiful spirit healers are as close to you as your own thoughts right now. So you're so surrounded by protection and support to do this. If that speaks to me that possibly you've been feeling alone, you're so not alone. You're so connected already, and this is going to strengthen those connections. I see like the branches here and here being repeated. You are part of an interconnected system already. You're never alone. You can't possibly be alone. You're part of that interconnected, almost like a root system. So let's get a sacred medicine card for you. Sweetgrass braid, receptivity. This is also looking like that meditative seated position, right? So for me, this speaks back to the process of connecting and then being receptive to the light, the energy that's coming into you. It's speaking to that, like that idea of grounding the light into the earth, right? Like it's almost like you're one with the earth here. Interesting. There's another river, the river flowing. So it's almost like the outcome of learning to navigate the emotional waters is that you become one with the waters, one with the earth that you're trying to ground into, and that's the bigger purpose. You have a number 1 again here, like with the Magician. Some of you might be life path 1 or life path 5, or those might be significant life path ideas that speak to you. So you might want to look up what those mean. That just came to me. And then we'll get one of these cards. Oh, okay, we'll get 2. Two have come out in every single reading, so you wouldn't be any different. Ooh, mystical moth, spirituality, psychic ability, passion, shimmering maiden of the moon, uncover the arcane knowledge I seek. The moon has come up a few times here. Yeah, so this is definitely going to help you. I mean, of course, with it, when you're working with emotions and connecting to higher consciousness and universal energies, it's opening up your psychic abilities. That those are necessary for connecting here. So very much part of your spiritual path, and this is going to be very. This is the new opportunity that's going to fill you with a new lease on life. It's going to shape the world in a new way for you that I think it feels to me like something you had hoped for, like here, but you almost didn't want to allow yourself to believe that existed. You didn't want to feel delusional or like it was a fantasy, but it really was a deep part of you already knowing that this is your path. Ooh, and magical moon. So another moon coming through. Illumination, awakening, discovery. Luminous light in the dark. Take me on a journey to reveal my truth. Self-explanatory, but yeah, so this tells me you're in the middle of an a spiritual awakening right now. And so that's the major transition happening. There's a lot going on in your spiritual awakening because there's a lot that you're being called to do, that you came here to earth to do. But it just remember that the awakening is a beautiful but also difficult but also temporary time, and there is another side to the transition. There's a before, in the middle, and there is an afterwards to the transition, and you will get there on your new start. And oh, did I forget? Oh, I forgot one card here. Yeah, so let's end with one more card. The Boar and Pumpkin Confidence, number 18. This speaks to me actually of timing with the pumpkin. It feels like fall time, which we are kind of entering at the time of this recording. So whatever you associate with like the fall months, so for in my background in the northern hemisphere, this would be what is it, September, October, November. There'll be key times of growth here for you. And I love that it's pumpkins because I think that it's sometimes pumpkins depicted in the farm in the Seven of Pentacles, which I kept feeling here. So something if you give this, so from the time of this reading in August, if you give this, say, like 3 months, wherever you're at in the timeline now, 3 months, give yourself 3 months to implement some of these processes and ideas and practices for grounding yourself, grounding your light through breath work, and you're going to become more confident and more stable with this. And that's really reaching that point on the other side of the transition where it becomes a part of how you live your life going forward. Yeah, and that is your complete message. If you want to stay on, I'm going to read you the two practical advices to practice activities going ahead to end off your message completely. So the creative visualization says, close your eyes and feel into your lungs. Imagine breathing in a brilliant green light. With every breath, the light flows deeper into your lungs. Soon you see that plants are growing in your lungs. The sweet green color is deepening throughout, and you feel the green plants winding their way gently through your lungs. The more you breathe, the farther the plants reach. You feel them clearing and rejuvenating your body as they move all the way down to your cells. Breathe deeply for as long as it takes to watch these plants spread through your whole body. Focus on your heart and breathe deeply. Watch as the growth spreads throughout your whole heart. Breathe deeply into your heart. You see the most beautiful green pod forming inside of your heart. In this pod is the most perfect healing message for you and your body. With each breath, you encourage the pod to develop. Breathe deeply into your heart and watch as the pod opens. What does it reveal? What does it want to show you? And the journal prompt is try journaling with the pod in your heart. Try asking it, what do you want? What do you need from me right now? How can I best support my body? And I can't imagine a more beautiful way to continue receiving the messages from your heart. So, wishing you so much love on that journey and hoping you continue to work with love as well. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes, and thank you always for sharing your energy on this channel for me to read the cards. If you're drawn to another card in the pick a card section, I'll see you in that reading, and if not, I'll see you next time.